Okay, let's bring in a guest now. Joining us from Gaziantep is Ahmet Keser, who's a professor of political science and international relations at Hasan Kalyoncu University. Welcome to you, Professor. We're talking about the reconstruction efforts 2 years on. They're still undergoing. Many homes have been built, but I mean, this is a long process. It just shows the scale of the devastation caused by this natural disaster. How big has the challenge been for the government?
Thank you very much for the question. First of all, I want to present my condolences also all those people who lost their loved ones during this huge catastrophe. And I want to send our appreciations to all nations and countries who share our burden by sending research and rescue teams and also participating in recovery activities by building some sites in those 11 cities. So as you mentioned, there is really a challenging work, and it has affected 11 cities. But not only those 11 cities are affected, also other cities which accepted migration from those 11 cities are affected as well. So it is really a challenging process which affects all aspects of the life, social life, economic life, education life in the region. One of the most important problems is, as you've mentioned, the sheltering problem, of course, because still after 2 years, we have a lot of people who try to survive under tents or mobile containers, etc. Constructing new house areas take a lot of work. Till the end of this year, most of them will be completed within the projects, but I think still we need several couple of years to total recovery for all the region and to bring all those people also back to their hometowns from the huge cities they migrated already. So for the normalization of life, we still need some more years, I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the first priority is going to be homes, just someone having a roof over their head. But there's so much that was suffered in terms of loss to social infrastructure. I'm thinking of things like just the things we take for granted, shops, sports clubs, places where people would spend their leisure time. How big a loss at what I would call the kind of the glue of society, the things that make up the social fabric, how big a loss are they? How important is it to get those infrastructure back in place as well?
Of course, there are a lot of problems affecting all aspects, including the social life as well, education life as well. Even in our university, for example, we lost some of our students, both in the bachelor level and master's level as well. And for example, as a just memory, one of my students, just 1 week before the earthquake, just visited my office. He has just handed over a new poem book by signing, who has dreams for their life, etc. And we lost all of them. We still try to survive with their memories. We planted some trees in our school garden on behalf of their names, just to let them to live together with us for their memories, etc. And also, there are a lot of projects ongoing supported by European Union or the government for increasing the social trust and social dependency of the people, because only by supporting especially those disadvantaged groups, for example, the women, they have been affected twice because some of them lost their jobs already, especially in private sector, but they still have some duties at home for their children and other loved ones as well. So they are trying to just not only survive, but also let their loved ones to keep up with the new conditions. So there's a new normal in all the region, which people try to get accustomed to, but that is not at all easy. But there are lots of projects ongoing related to that one in cooperation with universities, academic institutions, NGOs, and etc.
And Professor, we've got less than a minute left, so if I could just ask you a very quick answer. You talked about international cooperation. We just had a story about a young man rescued by a team from Pakistan. How much help did Turkey get politically from the outside, from friends and foes?
In these kind of catastrophic conditions, normally even the political challenges or dilemmas between the countries are put aside, for example, especially from those countries like Pakistan, Malaysia, Azerbaijan. We got a lot of help, but even we got, for example, research and rescue teams from Greece as well. So I think when people suffered such kind of burdens, they easily try to shake hands and hug each other. These kind of incidents also, I think, bring people close to each other and put aside some problems in between the political arena as well.
Professor, appreciate it greatly. That is Professor Ahmet Keser, who is from Hasan Kalyoncu University. Thank you.
Thank you from my side as well.